Well, hello, it's August 1st, 2022. I'm Kurt, and this is my daily good life meditation video. Well, I think I spoke too soon. Yesterday, I so proudly proclaimed 3 mornings of waking to the alarm. That all ended harshly last night. Uh, my old pre-dawn waking, still don't know if I can call that insomnia, was back with a vengeance. Boy. I've got a lot this week with work. It didn't help that last night, just before bed, I looked at my meeting schedule today and saw a serious meeting conflict. Probably my fault. That, well, certainly my fault. That I tried to resolve. But of course, couldn't do it on a Sunday night. So I'll have to tackle that first thing this morning. That was on my mind. Plus, that project I mentioned that's now a thing as of August. So that's on my mind. Plus my normal host of problems. Plus I checked my email. And because I had Friday off, I hadn't checked my email on Friday. So I saw some problems there. So, yeah. Work. So I laid there in bed. The bad thing for me is that when I can't sleep, my mind kind of magnifies the problems. It becomes kind of like a panic. Not a panic attack. I mean, I've had that. I mean, there have been phases that it's been literally been panic attack, like the shortness of breath, the heavy breathing, the high, heightened heartbeat. I mean, I'm not saying that my sleep problem has never been a panic attack. It has. It's been very bad. That was with my last job. And oh my gosh, when I think back and remember that, no, it hasn't been that bad. But last night was pretty bad. I mean, it was in terms of anxiety, just thinking about all the things I have to do. Kind of like laying in bed, you feel kind of like trapped. It's an impotent, if that's an okay word, circumstance. Laying in bed, you can't do anything. You can't try to remedy any of the problems. They're all just there. Compound. Then you begin playing I began playing the what if game. What if I had done that? What if this had been different? What if I had never come back to America? What if I'd never been born? Jesus. And it's funny because last night or yesterday I read a Herman Melville story, Bartleby the Scrivener, about human frailty, human vulnerability, and this from the mid-19th century. And I realized that all this is just part of the human condition. Plus all of you that have, contacted me, sharing that you either now or in the past have or are having the same experience. Damn human condition. No wonder people my age retire away. They conspire to escape from their workaday life. Even the community, the workaday community. Even trying to get away from, a neighborhood full of families and kids, because that's representative of that cutting edge, that main line. That's it. More like a mainline star. Main sequence. That's the term that they use in astronomy. A main sequence star. And the main part of its life. Burning strong, burning hard. And then old people just want to get away from that, so they sequester themselves in 55 plus communities, etc. And then burn down into red giants or white dwarfs, or whatever non-main sequence star, non-sequence phase a star might live before its death. That's why we do this. And we can handle it when we're young. I mean, I felt the same way when I felt the same way pretty much all my life. That's interesting. That's true. All through my 30s and 40s, even my 20s. It's been the 50s that it's become more intolerable. Funny, in my 30s and 40s, I never thought to escape it, really. I knew I couldn't. I had a young family, young daughter to support. So that was never an option. You just had to bear it. But it was never like this. I think maybe it was never like this because I was younger and fought stronger and fitter. And that's the way the cycle works. But now I'm older and weaker and less fitter. And that's the way the cycle works. And people like me, need to get the hell out of the way. And one of the things that pushes us out of the way is our own general fatigue and fed upness with the workaday world. I'll bet this is all just a pirate ride, huh? RMAD. Okay, speaking of which, so let's do the good life. 7 objectives, 31 principles, as follows. Yeah, I'm going to do the lightning round. 7 objectives are: to always be ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize true limits and true opportunity, and to do just one thing at a time, and to do that thing slowly, deliberately, and carefully. Now for the 30 principles. I'm not even going to bother to count. Oh, I don't care if I miss one or two. I'll get back on my feet. If there's anything that this daily video does, it illustrates for me the cyclical nature of well-being, which is funny because it's not like the state that I'm in, like right now, will linger all day or even very long. This is the worst of it. Well, actually, the worst of it was 45 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour ago when I was laying in bed. But this is the worst of it. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll upload the video, I'll read my Bible, feed my dogs, walk my dogs, get on the bike, drive to work, ride to work, and that will change things. I will go into my workaday mode. It won't be painful like it is now. It'll be just, a burn, a subtle burn. I might even transfer him to something good. It does sometimes. So in essence, you're seeing the worst of me. Yeah, that's a true statement. That's a very true statement. What you see here, the timing for this video every day is truly perfect if I'm going to be genuine. Even though I do try to hide it from the camera. I mean, even now in fact, it's worse than I'm laying on. The sleeplessness last night is worse than I'm describing you, because I'm embarrassed by my weakness. I'm embarrassed by my suffering. Again, first world suffering, of course, right? That's a stupid statement, actually, because whatever world you're in, when you're feeling awful, you feel awful. But the thing is, this pre-dawn hour, because it is pre-dawn, it's dark outside, is the time when either my well-being or my well-being is on best. My well-being is on best display, for better or worse. That's a true thing. That's a true statement. I could put up a front more easily in the afternoon or any other time of the day, but I can't do it now because I'm hot off the presses. And I've trained myself to a greater or lesser degree to be genuine and honest here. To a greater or lesser degree. When I have my good days, I have my good days, and when I don't, there they are as well. Okay, here's the 31 principles. War, reason, homunculus, Anchorhold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic, nature, pirate ride, maturity, social, public speaking, temperance, that which must, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be borne, distraction, agency in the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the path of wildness, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the great life adventure which belonged back there by Path of Wildness. So throw it back over the shoulder. Season of philosophy, bullseye aim, uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun. There, I think I did it. That was fast. That was 0 to 60 in record time. I wonder how many I missed. Like I said, I'm not going to worry. Okay, let's do this day. I'm not even halfway done with my coffee. Ugh. I don't want to do this day. I want to escape away to Japan. Even though I know that the only chance I have to get better is to take on the difficulty where I find it. I'm just tired. I don't want to do it anymore. I will, don't worry. Okay, as for today, I think I already described my plan. As for challenges, I have a lot of meetings to attend. I have a steering committee meeting to prepare for, which I'll find ways to do that. I think I can do that without too much problem. I just had a steering committee meeting for that group 2 weeks ago, so we're in rather short order. I have some other challenges. It's just a friggin' day. It's just a friggin' day. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Let's do this day. It'll get better, moment by moment. From this point forward, it always does. From this point forward, this is the worst of it. From this point forward, I will climb out of this hole, and I will power through the day. I'll make it the best day I can. Yeah. Here we go. Be safe, but not too safe.